So at the beginning of the retreats, what we did, that was my gig. I facilitated a confession session. That's how we got to know each other. And the idea was like to sort of go up there and just focus on the sensations and to make them as strong as possible and let go of the stories, but tell all the stories you think would ruin your chances of being able to connect with anyone here or ruin your reputation, or they would be extremely embarrassing. And then we would have a few people that were kind of like experts, like my brothers, go first. And then all of a sudden, you know, someone says something about something sexual that happened to them. And I'm not saying my brothers did. I'm just keeping it all anonymous. But someone says something sexual happened when they were a child with their cousin. All of a sudden, the floodgates open for everyone. Yeah. Everyone's like, holy mackerel. They may have forgotten things for 10 years. And then all of a sudden, they share it to this group of like 50 people. And there's something that changes about the way they look.
Yes, I completely agree with that. So I made a video recently on this and it kind of popped, but there's something about vulnerability and intimacy. So the more vulnerable that I've found I can be with myself, the more intimate I am with my being. And then I can go that deep with other people, my, friends, as well as intimate partners. And that practice of really bearing myself, like, hey, this is me. This is everything fucked up that happened in my life. This is everything I sort of hate about myself. What do you think? And to be with a community of people that can hold you in that, it just completely dissolves shame. Shame, for instance, is an experience that has to live in a deep, dark place, and it has to be your own deep, dark secret. When you bring it to light and share it with community, shame just dissolves. And like you said, it can open the floodgates where when you start to be vulnerable, other people start to connect vulnerably too. And you start to build that sense of intimacy where you're seeing and holding people, and people finally, maybe for the first time in decades, have this freedom to be exactly as they are. With the faults, the weird, awkward shit that happened to us. Life isn't pretty for everyone. It's not pretty for anyone. There's always darkness. So when we recognize that and we can bear ourselves and get rid of this idealized, perfect image that we like to put out on Instagram, for instance, we can really show ourselves and recognize, hey, I showed the darkest, most embarrassing parts of my life to other people, and they didn't make fun of me and kick me out of the tribe. Maybe I can just be me. And that's when I think people start to change and open up, and I think express the divinity in them. Because it's like God, whatever you want to call it, creation, is trying to come through you. And when we say this part of me is not allowed, or this is embarrassing, or I don't like that, you're actually denying divinity. And that's almost, in my mind, sacrilegious. So when we can open to that, no wonder we look prettier. No wonder we look more beautiful, because the gods are living through us without blocking them.